is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln. For all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Rao Incorporated on North Tickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, WLCN. If you're on the go, download that Mixlr app, Joe. You can listen to us on the go.
Grab that Mixlr.
Grab that Mixlr, and you can also watch all of our streams live and recorded on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search WLCN 96.3.
So, with the rain like this, we'll turn the stream into more of a river.
A river. And Joe is about to cry a river because his yard is flooding as we speak.
As we speak, I'm sure it is. Yes.
And he's all well equipped to go home and deal with that flood with his bandana and his mask.
I got some boots at home. The bandana, I think, is a good look. Now, if you're letting your hair grow out, grab yourself a bandana. It just gives you that over-the-edge look. You're a little scared.
Yeah.
People look at you a little differently.
You look, if you were cross-eyed, you'd be real scared.
If you're wearing a bandana, you get a little different look, a little edge. People reach for their wallet, their keys, make sure they have all their stuff in their pockets.
Yeah,
as a guy could.
I mean, you walk up like that and they start laughing, so I don't think they're scared of you, Joe.
Not a person in here that laughed.
Oh, I think all four of us did. See?
Well, I hit you in the head with a ratchet.
Yeah. Hey, we got some sports to talk about, believe it or not. The NFL draft.
Not much.
Yeah, the NFL draft kicked off Thursday night with the Cincinnati Bengals on the clock to start the draft. And who do they select? Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
You like that pick?
Well, since he's a pretty good player. Pretty interesting backstory on Joe Burrow. From Ohio. His dad was a longtime football coach at Ohio University. And Joe Burrow originally committed to Ohio State, then transferred down to LSU. And
I think he actually played at Ohio State for a year, didn't he, or not? Or did he transfer?
I don't know that he played.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's a true story.
Yeah.
He did play at LSU, though.
Yeah.
Yes, he did play at LSU.
And did quite well. And, you know, his dad, I think his junior year down in LSU, his dad only was able to make like 3 games because, you know, he was coaching at Ohio University. His senior year, he decided to retire so he could go watch his boy play, and now
he lit it up.
He lit it up, and now I'm sure his son's going to take good care of mom and dad.
I think he's a great fit going to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. I mean, he's good on his feet. He can get out of the pocket. He can make things happen. Very athletic.
Something to be said about a winner, too. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a winner.
He is a winner.
I think they said They won. They beat 7 ranked teams last year. They were 7-0 against ranked teams. That's pretty good.
And national championship.
Yeah, but
Heisman winner.
how much of that has to do with your scheme in college football and the players that are around you? I mean, when you have arguably one of the better offensive lines and defensive lines and safety, and I mean, you go down the list, almost every position on that team was awesome.
Well, it's like we've always talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cardinals probably win 8 or 10 Super Bowls if Tom Brady was the quarterback in Arizona. So I mean, it brings it right back to that.
I don't know. No.
Come on, man.
Not even, maybe one.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
The Tom Brady train is slowly derailing.
We're not jumping there yet.
We're not jumping.
No, we're not.
there
Well,
yet.
you just did.
No?
Yeah, he was
No.
trying.
I was just making
Yeah.
a statement. It is about the team around you.
And I
And
had
he
a
had
little rebuttal there.
If you go back to the team around you, weren't the first 3 picks like from Ohio State? Or
The first 2 or 2 and 3.
He had actually been to Ohio State, and then the next 2 played at Ohio State.
2, yeah. Chase Young and Jeff Okuda.
Yeah, so, I mean, Ohio
Matata.
State, they're loaded
Matata.
up too.
Yeah. Yeah, Ohio State, Alabama, obviously. It looks like a lot of local kids got to stay basically home.
Near home, yeah.
With Chase Young, he's from the Maryland area, so he's with the Washington Redskins.
Well, he's a stud too.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
can
he's
really
not
help
real
them.
big. He's 6'6", 260, a defensive end that can do that and just getting quick off the ball. Not a real big, defensive end, but man, he does make things happen.
All about speed and length now. He come off the edge. Yeah, those guys. Who was the? As we look down this list here, what do you think of the Dolphins? Is that a good pick? Does he make?
Well, if he's healthy, if his hip's okay, it's a phenomenal pick, and they're rolling the dice, and he was projected in the top 5, and obviously he went number 5. So there's a lot of question marks, but if he's healthy and good to go, that's a pretty good pick.
The hip injury really scares me. Boy,
It does,
You
but-
can't get knocked on. You got to have hips if you play football.
Right.
If you got one that's bad,
And
that's a problem.
And those hips don't lie.
No, those hips are pretty important. To have.
Lloyd gets it. It's right over your bandana, Joe.
Sit up straight. They won't go over your head.
So you guys like your picks? I'll tell you what. We took Isaiah Simmons, Cardinals in the 8th round. That was a great pick.
Was it a great pick?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay.
So I'm good with that pick.
So let's go over the picks here for the Arizona Cardinals. In round 1, you say Isaiah Simmons, a stud linebacker out of Clemson, and in the 3rd round, Josh Jones, a tackle out of Houston. Tell us a little bit about Josh Jones.
Don't know too much about Josh Jones, but I do know that we need an offensive line.
Well, I do know a little something about Josh Jones.
All right.
Josh Jones is a 6'5", 319-pound tackle.
6'5", how big?
Hometown, Houston, Texas. 6'5", 319.
Oh, 319. You said 219.
No, I said 3. You probably
I
can't.
believe I'm looking at Jim, who
I'm-
runs this place, and he says you say 2.
Well, you can't hear through that bandana.
Jim, did he say 3 or 2?
I thought he said 2.
Okay.
Jones is originally committed to Oklahoma State. Did you know that?
No, didn't know that.
Well,
I like this, how you have some stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a click of the button.
Did I see it said he ran a 6'3", 540? Boy.
No, he ran a 5.27 40.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Yeah,
I thought I looked over there and thought it said 6'3". I was like, wow.
No, that's his height. No, he's 6'5". Some of the strengths for your tackle, Joe. He's long frame, has room for
Good.
additional mass. He has great bend throughout the lower half, or whatever that means. I mean, they go into detail.
I know.
They go over with a fine-tooth comb. So that's enough about him. Let's move on.
That's enough about him.
Let's go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and
The Bucks.
The Bucks. And
My
see-
3rd favorite team.
and see how Lloyd's team did. We know that they got Tom Brady, and then we know that there was some cheating or something going on.
Oh, cheating. Now they're going to say he's cheating.
Because, well, it's against New England now, so it's all good. And then Gronk decides to come out of retirement and join back up with the Buccaneers. And then
If they say
not
college basketball.
only did Gronk jump on the bandwagon, so did Joe. So now Joe's going to have, I don't know, like a 3-color jersey with
We
the Raiders,
already have a logo ready, don't we?
And yeah, I got it. I just got to get to it. And
Did
then
you get the blue on it?
Tampa Bay.
What? Hey, how much fun is Tampa Bay going to be? We're going out there this year.
Are
the
they?
whole radio show's taking a road trip out there.
All right.
Jim and I already talked about it.
Who's driving?
I'll be driving.
Well, the guy
Well, your
that,
eyesight? I don't think so.
the guy that flies the plane will be driving.
We're going. We're going to
My
Florida.
buddy lives in Tampa, so
It's not on.
yeah, nice try.
Siblings.
I'm not getting anything out of you, Lloyd. We want to hear
Hold
about
on.
you in Tampa Bay.
Now we're on.
There we go.
There.
So
Tell us about your
Tampa Bay round 1, Tristan Wirfs, a tackle from Iowa.
Good pick. Did you see that video of him jumping out of the pool?
Yeah,
was
That was
incredible.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's.
We should try that here. Do you think that
Don't you
any of
have
us
a
can
pool?
jump
Well,
out of
how
8
about
inches of water?
We'll go to your.
I've
your
tried that a
house.
few years back, and we're talking like 7 years back, and it's not as easy as it looks.
So for the fans that don't know, tell us, Lloyd, about the video.
Well, he's just standing in a pool of, I think it was like 3 feet.
3.5 feet.
Yeah, 3.5 feet. And he's...
How big is he? What's his size?
6'5", isn't he? And 3 something.
5'3", 30 or something.
And the dude just crouches down, jumps out of the pool, up onto the...
Lands on with both feet on the side of the pool.
We should do that at
I've
your
seen
pool.
that.
Or maybe in your
I'll tell you
backyard
what,
today.
we couldn't do it from this floor to the couch. With no
Without
Do
water.
a couch jump?
No water.
Without water.
6'5", 320 pounds doing that. The dude.
Yeah, we gotta like him. He's got to protect our boy.
Yep.
TB,
Had to go for the
Tommy
offensive
Brady.
tackle.
Good luck with that.
Gonna be
you.
fun. Gonna be
Second
fun out
round,
there.
First team ever to win on their home turf.
Yeah. Second round with pick number 13, Antoine Winfield Jr., safety out of Minnesota.
You liking that one, huh?
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
Minnesota had a pretty good defense this year, and yeah, that's
He was
that's
a big
need.
part of it, too.
He
Yeah.
led the Big Ten in interceptions, I believe.
Yep. And with the 12th pick of the third round, Keyshawn Vaughn, running back from Vanderbilt.
I'm okay with that.
He step out of that backfield, Tommy, dump him a ball.
Tommy throw him a little screen pass.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
All right, now let's move on. Do we have
I tell you,
our?
there's good reviews on the Bucks' whole draft pick so far. All the draft picks so far.
There should be.
Well, I mean, they could have the crappiest draft pick in 25, 30 years. They've got Tom Brady. Tom Brady makes anybody good.
I hope he goes out there and makes him a winner.
What is it Arian says? No risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah,
exactly
that's
right.
what they say.
Well, they say in college basketball, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Well, okay, let's go slide in.
No, you ain't cheating. You ain't cheating. You ain't trying. Oh God! Oh, I knew. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. That's a new one. We'll go with that one.
Yes.
How about the Bears picking up a tight end? How do you feel about that?
I like it.
I think that's the 10th one on the roster now.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. It is. They're not gonna have 10.
It literally is the 10th tight end on the roster.
It is, but they're not going to have 10. They're going to have probably 3.
Okay.
Cole Kmet, Notre Dame boy. So I know J Max, number 1 ranked tight end in the draft, and for him to fall down to number 43, that's huge. And he's a hometown guy from Chicago.
Yep. That's a good deal for him. You always wonder with these NFL guys when they stay around home. A lot of times it's kind of tough keeping the family and friends away.
Now you look back last year. What were the Bears in this offense? What were they missing? A tight end.
Offensive line, tight end.
Hold on.
Wide receiver.
No, they were missing.
This is just an hour show.
Now, the running back wasn't bad, but the quarterback, wide receivers, tight end,
But
and offensive
they
line.
didn't have a
Other
tight
than that, they're good.
They didn't have a tight end. They go out and get Trey Burton. He's hurt all year. And all your backups, they couldn't catch the something if it was... I don't know, but
Good
they
one.
couldn't do it. Yeah, it was
They don't
great.
call
going
him the best
downstream.
announcer in business
Too
for
early.
that.
That's right.
Too early.
Yeah, I heard there was a story that the Bears were drafting 10 tight ends so that they could have 2 huddles, 1 huddle of tight ends, and
Yes.
one of the rest of the offense.
Oh, that was Q. And then guess who's coaching?
Wow.
Terrific pass.
Yeah, there we go. That is terrific bash.
Well, this weather, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
The double huddle.
And with round 2, with the 50th pick overall, Jalen Johnston, the quarterback out of Utah. It's another
Johnston.
need.
Oh, that kid. Now that kid should have been way higher in the draft. Didn't he get injured or something?
That's your story.
I believe he got a shoulder injury. Yeah, he was projected as one of the top backs in the draft before his injury. So, I mean, the Bears could be getting something good there, or it could be like a normal Bears backfield guy or cornerback or safety has injury issues for his entire career and can't really do much.
Yeah, he had a torn labrum shoulder.
Yeah.
Schuler.
So, yeah, he's going to...
But he was really high in the draft until that happened.
And he just had surgery, I guess, in early March. So... hopefully he'll be ready to go if there's an NFL season. All right, well, we need to take a commercial break. Are we coming back with our segment?
Well, we can do that if you want.
It's up to you.
Our mystery caller is he? I think our caller is at the ready. So.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get the phone to work this time.
Caller is at the ready.
At the ready. So after this commercial break, we're going to have Who's on the Phone here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Your tax refund goes further at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and your home will thank you for it. That's right, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will outfit every room in your home while saving you money with top quality furniture from Ashley and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Everything's on sale, including sofas, recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and bedroom outfits, perfect for every budget. This year, use your tax refund on something that will provide your family beauty and comfort. Gorgeous new furniture and Bemco bedding from Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishings showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Check out their all-new website at jakesfurnishings.com, phone 735-1212, and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
This is Attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089, or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com. Newly remodeled and completely updated, the Christian Village is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services. The Christian Village at 1507 7th Street offers a wide array of living options for older adults, such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. For a private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion.
It's Growl right now. It's Growl right now.
To our friends and neighbors in Lincoln and Logan County, we wanted to let you know your friends at Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac are here if you need us. During the state of Illinois mandated stay-at-home order for COVID-19, we will have limited as-needed availability to serve your automotive needs. Please visit our website at www.grauinc.com or our Facebook page for options to contact us through email, cell phone, text, or Facebook Messenger. We will be open for limited sales, service, and parts if you need something during the COVID-19 crisis. During these difficult times, please know your friends at Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac are here and ready to help if you need us.
Joe Ryan here again.
If I had a crystal ball and could tell you exactly when to purchase your life insurance, would you do it? Or would you wait around just to see if I am correct? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I will tell you that now is the time. And with a Country Financial ROP Rider, you will receive a tax-free return of your premium at the end of the term. Call me, Joe Ryan, and ask about the ROP Rider, 735-4385.
Spring is in the air, and there's no better time than now to get into Four Corners Lube in Lincoln and experience the full line of Husqvarna and Grasshopper lawn machines, products, and accessories. While you're at Four Corners Lube, check out the zero-turn mowers along with battery tools, trimmers, and much more for all of your landscaping needs. With special pricing and incentives happening now, you don't want to wait. Four Corners Lube is also your home for the professional in and out oil change every Monday through Saturday, where you don't need an appointment. For more information about the great deals on everything Husqvarna and the Grasshopper, stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and phone 735-2761.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
This is Tom McCarthy for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM with Joe, Jake, and Shabadoo.
And we are back here on WLCN 96.3 FM with the name game, Who's on the Phone? And that mystery caller is on the line right now. And Lloyd, do you want to start us off?
I can do that. Weren't you going to start out with something?
Yeah, we're going to give a shout out to our number one fan, GMAC. Grady McClellan is our number one listener.
Number one listener.
They listen every Saturday. I think we need to get a little GMAC on the air with us sometime.
A little shout out.
Bring him in when all this is over.
Maybe he could win a prize. We'll ask him a question. He could win a prize.
Yeah.
The question, we'll ask him 3 questions about his dad.
Who's your daddy?
And if he gets them right, he wins a prize. How about that?
If he names his dad, he wins a prize. And
well, there's several things, and I don't know that he knows that his dad is the ticket master. But we can talk to him a little bit about that. Maybe he works with his dad some.
Yeah, his dad's happy right now.
At the office with the ticket master. I don't know. That's getting shut down. I don't know if how he's doing, but there's nowhere to go now, so it's got to be her business.
GMAC, I know you're going to be listening and watching today, so we're going to get you on here with us as soon as this virus thing's over. So let's get to it.
Let's play.
Who's
on the phone?
Who wants to play?
On the phone?
So we do have a mystery caller today, and your clue.
Oh, whoa! You don't have some little written up intro like you did last week?
Yeah, it's on here. I put it on there so that our viewers could actually see the clue. So here is your clue for today's mystery caller. Is this the GOAT? Our guest's got to be in the conversation. This caller might be a top 5 favorite all-time of Railer Nation. Our guest may have started as an amateur, but made it to the pros, spent time in the senior circuit, and on the court with some schmoes.
Joe Schmo. So
10 yes or no questions. Are you there, mystery caller?
We're ready.
Good morning, mystery caller.
Are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mystery caller.
Mystery caller.
Okay. You want to start us off, Joe? You're pretty good.
You did so well with your first question last time.
I was right.
Yeah. Well, I guess there.
Let's see.
10 yes or no questions.
Obviously he's from Lincoln.
Also, before we do the questions, if any of our listeners are interested in playing along.
Good job, Lloyd.
Somebody had to remember it.
Yeah.
If you know who our mystery caller is, you can call 871-4930, which is a separate line from our usual listener line, and you will win a $10 IGA gift card. Is that the prize pot we decided on?
It is now.
Okay. And
McDonald's value meal.
And a free McDonald's value meal, courtesy of Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Can we throw in one of these throw pillows, too?
You like these throw pillows?
Not really. They're
all right.
Here we
Question.
go.
All right, so 10 yes or no
go.
questions for our mystery caller.
Okay. Did you play basketball at Lincoln?
No.
Oh, well, I'm out. Thought I had it nailed.
Oh, he says. This might. Boy, I don't have any questions.
Are you from Lincoln?
No.
Oh, well, I'm definitely out. Are you from Illinois?
Can you spell Lincoln?
Yeah.
That one. There you go. We got a yes.
Now, was that yes from being from Illinois or yes from spelling Lincoln, though?
I think that bandana just made you stupid.
I got a yes answer.
Or did I?
All right, well, we'll count both of those. That's 4 questions. You got 6 more.
6 more questions.
Okay. He's from Lincoln.
Is he? No, he can spell Lincoln.
Oh, he can
spell Lincoln.
Oh.
He's from Illinois.
Did not play basketball in Lincoln. Not from Lincoln. Can spell Lincoln. Is from Illinois.
There you go.
Okay, top.
Is this the GOAT? Our guest's got to be in the conversation. This caller might be a top 5 favorite all-time of Railer Nation. Our guest may have started as an amateur, but made it to the pros and spent time in the senior circuit. And on the court with some schmoes.
Wow, boy, you put a lot of thought into that, too, for us to draw blanks.
Yeah. What's
baseball.
that?
Well, he didn't.
Oh, Jim says senior circuit has to do with baseballs, and he, our guest, spent time in the senior circuit. That is National League, yeah. I think that's called the senior circuit sometimes.
Well, it's not Seitzer because he played basketball.
He didn't play in the National League.
He didn't play in the National League.
But it said spent time in the senior circuit.
Bill Sampson.
Ooh, Bill Sampson. Hartsburg-Emden pitcher.
You're done.
Played with the Expos.
Threw it out there.
Wait a minute, you didn't even have a question. You just want to go right to it?
You got 6 more, right?
Yeah, 6 more questions.
Ask him if that's him.
I just did. Is this Bill Sampson?
No.
No, there you go.
Well, we're not very good at this.
No, I'm not trying to think.
Underneath.
And I was afraid this clue would...
What was that called?
That defines me.
Can you say that again?
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
I am so lost.
It's Batman.
He's Batman.
Batman.
Got 5 more questions.
Yeah.
Would you have ever lived in Havana?
No.
Havana, Illinois, or Havana, Cuba?
Havana, Illinois.
Okay.
Not Cuba.
Si, senor.
Antonio Montana lived in Cuba.
Oh, good call. 4 more questions.
Are you involved with in any kind of Major League Baseball, or have you been?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So the senior circuit's out.
It's 7. 3 more.
Yeah.
He's not from Lincoln. He's from Illinois.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, Joe's thinking.
Favorite
Could be dangerous.
How long is this show?
Would you have ever played golf at the Lincoln Elks?
Yes.
Ooh, look Look at Joe.
Joe, the bandana's kicking in.
First question he's asked is Scott.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. I've had all yeses.
All 2 of your questions? Good job. You're batting 1,000, buddy.
Do you...
You got 2 more questions, so make it good.
Do you know Joe Ryan personally?
Yes.
Oh, maybe he's on the buddy list. One more question, and then we get your guesses, gentlemen. And if any callers want to participate...
Would you have played baseball at Lincoln High School?
871-4930. Last question.
What was it?
Did you play baseball at Lincoln High School was the last question. Could you answer again, please, mystery caller?
No, because he's not from Lincoln.
No. The answer is no.
Joe?
All right, that's 10 questions.
Jim says
Final guesses, if you would, gentlemen.
Final guesses?
Yeah, that's your 10 questions.
GOAT. Greatest of all time. Not from Lincoln, but Railer Nation. Is it Doug?
Who's your guest? Who is your guess?
Well,
Josie?
I'll take one, but I think I'm wrong now. But I was thinking, you led me down the road of Tommy Watson.
Ooh, that's a great guess.
But wrong, huh?
But we don't know. We're going to wait on the
not
other.
from Lincoln.
We're going to wait on the other. We're going to wait on the other guests here, and then we'll guesses. And
I got nothing.
I don't even.
The mask isn't for me. It's to protect the people I care about.
If it's Batman, then you're going to have to come to the show.
Yeah. and costume.
We need you on.
Oh, but see, you've asked your 10 questions.
Yeah, we're done.
Maybe you should have asked if he's been on the show before.
Yeah, we should have.
Well,
Yes.
Oh.
yeah, there's a question.
They've used their 10 questions. Who is our mystery caller?
It's Morgan Freeman.
Oh, man. Come.
Here, pass these over if you would.
How the heck did you guys not know who it was?
Batman.
Because we're not.
So who are you, mystery caller?
Some people might say that I spend way too much time researching the history of my basketball program.
Well, you got to tell these guys they can't disguise their voice answering questions. Because if he's not disguising his voice, we know who it is.
Yeah, and then the game's over in like 2 questions.
Well, then we look smart.
On the phone with us
is the man.
WAND TV Channel 17 Sports Director Gordon Batman Voit.
Gordy.
Hello, guys.
Gordy Voit. What's up, man?
Hey, Batman.
We are not good at this game at all.
No, we're not.
When he went with GOAT, I was like, oh gosh, these guys are going to be so disappointed. They're going to think I'm a professional baseball player, and they're going to be so underwhelmed.
But the fans love you here in Lincoln.
Well, thank you. That's very cool. I love you guys too.
You're a town favorite.
Yeah,
senior circuit.
Yeah, what was the reference to senior circuit?
Hey, Lloyd, that was an amazing smokescreen by Lloyd.
Senior
So
circuit.
that's a very obscure reference to my grad school capstone project that only like my parents would get.
What was the senior circuit? Tell people who may not be aware.
In a nutshell, that was one of the most magical experiences of my entire life. My capstone was basically to embed myself on a baseball team of entirely senior citizens. They play in a league in the Chicago suburbs in like full Major League Baseball uniforms, 60 and over. They've got guys that are like 74 years old, is the oldest, playing real baseball.
Wow.
So you made this documentary, and it was called Senior Circuit.
Senior Circuit.
Is that on, can we see that on Netflix?
It's on Vimeo.
Oh, Vimeo.
Vimeo. If you just Google or Vimeo, Gordon Voit, it'll pop up. It's 15 minutes long. Not too long, but it was just so much fun. The guys were a riot, and it was actually, some pretty emotional moments talking about playing a game, a child's game for their whole life, and how it was kind of coming to an end. And it was, and they became friends, lifelong friends. And we had a premiere, just at our school auditorium, and the guys showed up in their jerseys, and little kids were asking them for autographs. And it was just a very special summer. Great way to cap off school.
All right, Gordon, enough about yourself.
Well, one last thing, Gordon.
That was an amazing, total, the definition of a red herring.
So I did not tell him to say red herring.
We're red herring again. I'll tell you what, Lloyd, that education of yours is really
So this is Lloyd's detective work. He dug that up, huh?
It is.
Wow.
He's like tiny little kernels.
I don't know if you should be amazed or frightened.
Yeah, he's got too much.
It's on your biography on the Channel 7 on the WAND TV website.
So it's out there.
Not like it's really obscure.
I think, that's weird.
I love it.
I thought you looked up. I thought you were losing weight last night when I saw you. Maybe it was a suit.
Well, thanks.
So you even you saw Joe last night.
Well, I fibbed a little bit. He didn't see me. But hey, did the big O get drafted yet?
He did not. At least last I saw. They didn't start the draft this morning, did they?
I don't think so.
Not yet. I think it's probably about 11 or so.
Yeah, he did not go. Albert Okwuegbunam did not get drafted. I was very surprised. 5 other tight ends got kicked.
Yeah.
And
his 40 time was incredible.
He might be the first tight end off the board.
The first? No, the first one was, wasn't it? Komet, going to the Bears. How do you like that? With the Bears having 10 tight ends now.
Which sounds like a sarcastic comment. That's exactly the number of tight ends.
That's true. Well, obviously, they're not going to have 10, but he was one of the top prospects at tight end and a hometown kid, and I like the pick. They could use some linemen, but I think you take the best out there that it's going to fill a need.
I agree. I was disappointed in the position just because I was like, please be an offensive lineman.
Right.
Well, it could be. It's got to mean they want to run the ball.
Yeah, more. He's going to be doing some blocking. They're going to throw another gap
on the line and block and try to get the edge.
But, we talked a little bit before you came on, Gordon, about the tight end position last year for the Bears was just non-existent. And this Matt Nagy offense, you need that tight end that can run a seam route or, catch a pass. And, they go out and get Jimmy Graham. How much does he really have left in the tank? So you go out and get a young guy that's just ready to go, ready to play in the NFL, and Cole Komet.
Absolutely. I mean, and the cool thing about him, I'm geeking out the fact he was a Chicago suburb kid like I am. Went to St. Viator High School, same high school that a bunch of players you may have heard of, like Brett Bazinet, who played for Northwestern for a number of years at quarterback. Jarrett Payton, Walter Payton's son, went there too. They've got a proud tradition and played baseball at Notre Dame too. I mean, that's the one thing is that his best football is ahead of him. He's never focused year-round on football. And so some of the issues, like his weakness is run blocking. But, when he bulks up and starts lifting specifically for football, I'm sure that will improve. So
I was going to say, one of the things about him is he is more of a receiving tight end as opposed to a blocker. So that's going to be interesting with how you're talking about with scheme. It seems like he's more of a wide receiver type coming off the edge.
Absolutely. And, selfishly, I wanted Albert Okwuegbunam, SHG kid, incredibly productive at Missouri. He ran a 4.49 40, and I get that that's only one component, of an evaluation, but I was really surprised that 5 tight ends went in that second and third round. And
as big as he is, and to run a 4.5 40 is incredible.
He had a really good chance, but you know what? He'll get taken in the 4th. No doubt, and Hall of Famers come from undrafted players. So,
Tom Brady didn't go to the 6th round.
I'm hoping he goes to the Arizona Cardinals because we're going to the Super Bowl.
First team ever.
First team.
Well, I thought it was Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's my 3rd favorite.
Oh,
and then Jalen. I don't know if I'm sure there's a lot of Bears fans listening. Jalen Johnston too, the corner they got from Utah.
Yeah,
amazing value pick. The shoulder surgery is obviously a little bit of a concern, but he's productive. He's pretty fast, pretty long. They think he could step into Prince Mukamara's role on the edge. So, maybe they got 2 starters in the second round, and if that's true, I think that you got to forget about the whole position thing, because this is just about long term. Like, are they going to be good players? Like, forget about draft spot. Can they play? And if the answer is yes, I'm fine with it not being an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and they've still got some picks coming up. You can find some solid offensive line later in the draft, and if you're not getting that top guy in the first round, you might as well hold off and go out and get some position players and go out and maybe find a free agent or two and see what you can do later rounds.
Especially when your team's terrible.
And that's Pace's, wheelhouse. It's like he's failed on a lot of early round picks, but
and
from the get-go, his later round picks have been
bad.
Pretty spectacular in cases. So
just awful.
While we're talking
Jake doesn't like him.
While we're talking about NFL rumors, there was a rumor that flashed across my Twitter feed. Is it true that you are the missing twin or the unrecognized twin of Bruce Arians from his younger days?
There's this photo that one of my friends when I lived in Montana found of young Bruce Arians like posing in a locker room with like a sweater and like a ball tucked under his arm, pointing at the camera, and it looks like me. And every year
it's actually on our YouTube feed now.
Lloyd's got
listeners want to take a look.
I try to tweet at Bruce, be like, Bruce, recognize me as part of your family. Just get serious knowledge.
Maybe he'll tweet back.
Fingers crossed.
Gordon, I am your father. But I'm kind of I had a question about the Batman thing. Shouldn't you really be Commissioner Gordon?
There you go.
Well, the funny thing is I am the commissioner of my fantasy football league with my high school buddies. And I've released a video before the draft every year as Commissioner Gordon. So actually, yes.
Hey, Commissioner Gordon. Lloyd probably knew that.
If I mask my voice as Gary Oldham, Hollywood's Gary Oldham, that doesn't really do the same level of masking as you were excommunicated by a gang. I'm psychopath. Choked out by veins. Love that.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the Commissioner Gordon's project here and the all-time 5, where we've got the championship coming up, Lincoln versus Lanphier. How has this kind of played out so far in your mind? Has it gone the way you would think, or obviously there's been some upsets along the way and some interesting thing, but as far as fan vote, I mean, it seems like it was a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, oh my goodness. As far as the fan turnout, Lincoln very hard. Let's just say that. It was amazing. My expectations were high for the fan vote, for people sharing articles, and it surpassed my expectations. So all 4 rounds, Lincoln won the fan vote across the board, highest in all 4 rounds. That was spectacular, but just project-wide overall, I was so happy with how it went. In fact, I'm almost like I'm wary of people thinking that I manipulated the results, because it did play out exactly like I was hoping, or you can have some fun upsets in the mix, but ultimately the 2 teams that should be in the finals made it to the finals. So I'm really happy about how that shook out, and I did not manipulate any of the results. It was all very true, according to the system that I set up with various ways to win tickets between the fan votes or my pick or flipping a coin. And so I did the system, and the system actually gave us the 2 best teams. So I'm pretty excited. And then Monday will be like a little media day, so we're doing it kind of like the Super Bowl, where there's like a week off, kind of build hype. So Monday, May 4th will be the quote-unquote championship game, and I'm going to talk to Ed Horton, McDonald's All-American, played in the NBA at Iowa, from Lanphier, to provide that perspective, and then I got a chance to chat with the great Dan Duff to get Lincoln's perspective. So
yeah,
it'd be a lot of fun. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and very impressed with Lincoln fans. I mean, really, really have gotten behind this project, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's not a whole lot going on in the sports world, so this is something that people were able to kind of interact with a little bit more, just because, you know, it's really the only thing out there right now. And some say that you're responsible for the coronavirus.
Well, it's kind of funny because it looks like this was a response to that, but as you guys know,
it was before that. Yeah.
Well, you know, this is going back to January. I've been building this project, so no, I'm, you know, not happy the virus happened, but you know what? There can be silver linings to tragedy.
Absolutely.
And this is one is that it's just been really fun to just be able to focus on it instead of having it just be a side project.
Yeah, and you've made the best of it where you're able to go get some of these other backstories that maybe if this didn't happen, that you wouldn't maybe dig a little deeper to go find that, you know, like a Dan Duff interview, for example, and all these other, you know, like you said, you're getting ready to talk to Ed Horton, and, you know, it's just something that it's pretty neat and, you know, interesting.
Got a chance to talk to the great Uwe Blob.
Yeah, that was cool.
I know in the Effingham Center, the Indiana Center, or even the NBA Center. Fascinating story. Did like an hour-long interview with him, and I've been releasing it in parts. And man, everything from how he came from Germany to Effingham, Illinois, that was an interesting story to hear from him. And then, you know, he played under Bob Knight, and so he's got all these great stories. He was on the court when the chair was thrown. You know, he played 5 years in the NBA. He played with David Robinson. You know, so he's got these amazing stories about him reading physics books, you know, at the airport, you know, on the way to games, and just really, really, you're exactly right. Like the most gratifying part, to be honest with you, has been that. Basically digging into history. Can I give you something a nugget that will blow your mind about Dan Duff?
Yeah, the next 12 minutes are yours. Go ahead.
But get this. So I do this interview. First of all, Dan is an amazing guy, and I really regret that I was not able to come in the studio when you had him back in town. That was his first time coming back to Lincoln I think in 20 years, he told me.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to grade school with him. He's a good guy.
At Carroll?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, just a phenomenal guy, and it's so much fun talking to him. We went for an hour or two. I was only planning on it 20 minutes. Man, from his All-American, you know, high school camp days to his, you know, going to the state tournament with the Railers, that awesome 1980, 1981 group of teams, and then at Notre Dame with John Paxson and all these amazing overlaps of his career. Well, guess what? So I hang up the phone. I post something on Facebook saying, "Hey, Dan Duff is going to be on the show." One of my best friends from high school comments, like, immediately, like, "You've got to be kidding me. This is my dad's, like, best friend." So it turns out that, so I'm from the Chicago suburbs. Dan Duff's best friend from Notre Dame, who we met there, is a man by the name of Ron Waitula from McHenry, Illinois. They, like, room together at Fisher Hall in Notre Dame. They're best friends. They get together every year. And a man who's basically like my uncle, it's my friend's dad, he was also, like, super, super close with Dan Duff. So it's this, like, weird small world connection between Wilmette, Illinois, you know, Hollywood, where Dan lives now, and Notre Dame. It's just like a crazy small world connection. So we've got basically a mutual friend, you know, how would you phrase that? Each of our best friends is the same person, pretty much. So it's crazy. But Dan Duff was just a phenomenal guy, and I've got the full thing available online in podcast form and on video form.
Well,
interviewing him. So
Lloyd has a tear in his eye because he thought you were his best friend. It's true. He's he thought you were on his buddy list, and now he just.
Okay, my buddy. He's always number one.
Your buddy. There you go.
But, oh, man, his John Paxson stories, man, people forget how much of a baller he was. You know,
not much of a GM, but pretty good baller.
Who maybe sealed the finals for the Bulls in '93 as like a role player, but he was a baller. I mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
The stories of him at Notre Dame hitting 28-foot shots, you know, fadeaway jumpers and just things like that. And, you know, Dan's such a humble guy, even though he's a baller himself. And just one of many cool stories I've gotten a chance to learn more about. And, you know, some of the Stephen Decatur history is stuff that especially kids have no idea about. He has 4 state championship trophies.
Yeah.
And like 10, I think it's 9 or 10 state trophies, you know, lowercase t, that got 3rd place, 4th place, etc. There's so much history that's really been erased. And so, you know, I get to talk to a guy like Jack Sunderlich, who was part of the 1962 state championship team. Phenomenal guy, you know, full of these amazing memories. They beat Cazzie Russell in the state championship game, who's, you know, legend in Chicago and superstar at Michigan and played in the NBA for a number of years. Just things like that are really just kind of gathered dust unnecessarily. I've been given the opportunity to help remind people of, you know, the amazing stories that we have here in the vineyard, literally from Lincoln to Effingham. And so it's just been so much fun.
It's good stuff. You did a nice job with it.
Yeah, and when for the All-Time 5, the championship game, when does the voting end, and then how will the winner be revealed?
Great questions. So I decided
they're on a sheet here. No, I didn't come.
Great questions. Nice job, Lloyd.
So I could shoot. You have to hold me back because I could, you know, you guys know I could talk for days. So
and we love it.
Try not to make my answers too long, but we got lots to talk about. So voting. So this Monday, I'm doing like a little media day, quote unquote. So I'll have the Lincoln perspective, the Lamker perspective to kind of hype up the game. That's this Monday, so a day after tomorrow, and then a week from Monday will be the actual results, and that's when I'm going to cut off voting. The voting will end Sunday the 3rd at 11:59 p.m. But I can already tell you, if nobody votes for Lincoln from here on out, they'll probably still win. I think the lead right now is like 500 to 50 or something.
I just had it pulled up.
It's a pretty good lead.
It's just crazy.
So it could be a comeback.
I posted the poll at like 1 in the morning, and then somebody found it immediately, even though I didn't tag this person. Posted it to one of the Facebook groups, and it was like by the next morning it had like hundreds of votes. I was like, what?
Right now,
free time.
Lincoln. That's why I said Lincoln very hard, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's just awesome.
It's 583 to 61 right now.
That's crazy.
And with another week,
how
do you vote? You get
after I talk to Ed, I imagine that will get shared by a number of Lanford fans, and so that I expect that to balance out a little bit. But I mean, Lincoln's the only team that's broken the first week. I think it was the only school that broke the 600 vote threshold the first week, and then last round. 2 rounds ago, the only team to break the 1,000 vote mark, and then this most recent, the only team that broke the 1,100 mark, and they got 1,400. So,
yeah, what Mount Zion put up.
The record.
Yeah, Mount Zion put up 1,086, so they put up a good fight. Yeah.
We thought Mount Zion, and that's honestly part of what makes it so fun is to have a team like Mount Zion there. Kind of adds some flavor. You know, by far the lowest seeded team as the number 4 in the Final Four. That was kind of interesting. I was not expecting 3 number 1 seeds to make it. So for those who don't know at home, all 3 of the 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Final Four. The only team that didn't make it was Champaign Central, who was the number 4 overall ranked team, so the lowest of the ones. Or sorry, number 3. Stephen Decatur was number 4. So they got upset by Mount Zion. That was probably the biggest upset of the whole tournament. And so Mount Zion was a Cinderella team. Then they knocked off Danville, who's the number 5 overall team, the highest 2 seed. That was also a big upset to get to the Final Four. But that's fun. I mean, that's why I have the chaos factor in there, is because, was it only once in the last 30 years we've had all 4 number 1s make it to the real Final Four, I think? Was that 08? So I'm glad Mount Zion made it as a 4 seed.
Yeah.
I think that's a baller. It's like the thing with that team about Mount Zion, and there's probably a lot of fans in Lincoln who remember this, they might not have like the breadth of history, but boy, did they have a brilliant spurt of talent from about 96 to 02, where they had people like Neil Plank, who went to Wisconsin, transferred to Illinois State. They got guys like Mick Yelovich, who's like a 6'10", 240-pound center, went to Indiana State. They got Matt McCollum, who Michigan State was looking at one point, ended up averaging double figures at Ball State, and Michael Sams and Mark Yelovich, who was a superstar at SIU Edwardsville. And so they had just a brilliant flash.
Yeah, Neil.
We don't have the same history, but
Neil
really
Plank,
just a very underrated roster.
Yeah, Plank played with Greg at Illinois State, so yeah, I know him well. And yeah, he was a good player.
And really fun upsets. I'm focused on the early rounds. They're like Warrensburg-Latham knocked off Centennial. I thought that was probably the biggest upset of the whole tournament. Warrensburg-Latham almost beat MacArthur the next round too. So that was a lot of fun for our 121 listeners. But I think 0 Division I players, if I'm not mistaken. I think one player went to Eastern Illinois, possibly on that Warrensburg roster, but just a bunch of D3 guys, and they won the fan vote, so that gave them a few tickets. And Cinderella, Cinderella's happen in real life. Why shouldn't they happen in a fun bracket too? So
right,
Warrensburg made a nice little run, and Mount Zion made a run, and Stephen Decatur actually put up a decent fight in the draw against Lanphier, which I was a little bit sweating that, because I was like, Lanphier's clearly, one of the top 2 teams, and so selfishly I wanted the 2 best teams in the final, because Lincoln Lanphier, I'm like, come on, how cool is that? I mean, what do you guys think about that matchup?
I like it. A lot of history there. A lot of history. What's the key matchup?
Yeah, what do you think is going to be the key matchup?
Verderber. Well, you got Cook going against an Iguodala, a Verderber, and that's really all I know.
Iguodala is going to be more of a forward.
Yeah.
So, and he'd be coming off the bench, wouldn't he?
Iguodala?
Yeah.
No.
Was he coming off the bench?
He was a starting lineup.
Was he? Okay.
Well, part of it is that I chose to evaluate players at their peak. So it's not just who was the best high school player.
Right.
It's not 17-year-old Andre Iguodala. It's NBA Finals.
6'3",
23-year-old Iguodala.
Yeah.
Real quick, The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls documentary.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it's
my friend Rob Solomon texted his dad. He said, I can't decide if this was the best hour of television in Gordon Voigt's life or the best hour of football.
Yeah, and just the backstory, things that you would never ever imagine, and it's neat. Scottie Pippen only making $2.3 million, signs a 7-year, $18 million contract, and he's definitely top 5 in the NBA during that time, and probably he was like the 122nd paid player, as in rankings in the NBA, and it's mind-boggling that that took place, and that's stuff you don't know, you don't see that or hear that, and the feud between him and Krause, and just the backstory on that. We haven't even got to Rodman's segment yet, and the first two series or episodes, I guess, is just, man, it's great.
It's just fun because I viewed all of these things through the lens of a child. I'm literally holding my childhood Michael Jordan jersey that I'd bust out of if I attempted to put on.
Put that thing on. Jake's put on smaller shirts than that.
Yep. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, we all want to see it.
I saw this, and, when you're a kid, you don't think about, I wonder what the salary cap is,
Yeah, right.
Even like superheroes, you don't view it as like, a nuanced, complex organism. And who I think has looked the best through all this is Phil Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And all the turmoil for him to stay classy, and my respect for him has just gone up from watching this. But
yeah, he goes into that final season, and they tell, and they're still winning, and they tell him this is your last season, and they're still winning championships.
They'd already hired his replacement.
Yeah, how can you do that? You got Tim Floyd sitting there in the stands with Krause and Phil Jackson, and knows that this is his last year, and the Bulls are still winning championships. You still have a core of Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, and they just let it, I don't want to say slip away, they just threw it away.
No loyalty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because think about it, this would be fun to say, like, if they had like a rational GM, what would 98, 99, 99, 2000 have looked like?
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan probably doesn't stay. Maybe he does, but even assuming that he still retires, you could re-sign Scottie Pippen and then go out and get a premier free agent. It'd be fun to look at who the free agents were at that time.
Now, do you have to put some of the blame on Reinsdorf too, because he saw all this unfolding and he didn't really step in and stop any of it? He just let Krause do his thing.
It was Krause wrong.
Was he wrong?
Yeah, I don't know that he was wrong.
How was he right?
Well, he had Scotty signed, and you stick by your contract. I get that. Now, he could have extended him, and he probably should have extended him before he got to the end, by about 3 years probably. You're going to take Jordan's contract away, so you're probably going to have to pay Scotty about $20 million a year for the next few years, but and that's probably what would have kept Scotty around.
Well, yeah.
But then you still have to hope you go out and find somebody, because they were winning too much to get a draft pick. So, and they didn't have any trading pieces.
They would have got somebody.
But here's food for thought too: is what happens if Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler aren't, resoundingly bad draft picks?
Yeah.
Just Chandler ended up being okay.
Not on the Bulls, though.
But not on.
Right.
Yeah.
But as a Bull, nowhere near number 2 value.
No.
So, maybe if both those guys pan out and they have another epic, run, or at least playoff caliber team, maybe we're not talking about it, quite like a funeral. But it's also, and I found myself, wanting to put blame too. But the fact of the matter is, just to get 6 trophies in 8 years, that's incredible.
Absolutely.
The odds of that happening,
it's unheard of.
The best player to ever play, other than Greg Alexander, shout out to the Railers.
Yeah.
The second best player to ever play, for him to deliver 6 and 8 is already incredibly improbable. So, it would be nice to get 7 and 9, but if we got 6, I'm happy.
Absolutely. But it's just what could have been, But, it's all done and said. And now we've got 8 more episodes to watch, and can't wait for Sunday night.
I cannot wait. It's appointment TV. It's shattered the previous ESPN record for documentary viewing by 50%. 6.1 million people was the average viewership, and that's just the broadcast. Not to mention anybody who's watching on an app or streaming. That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's like the nation tuning in.
Well, there's nothing else to tune into, so that might have something to do with it as well. Everybody wants something to watch.
Quick Rodman nugget. So there was a rumor that he was going to move near my grandma, and I went nuts. I was like, wait, you can't move next to grandma. He's so crazy, and father, grandma. Did not end up being true, but that, just like those tiny little details from that team, especially in Chicago, is just like, they were the Beatles.
Yeah.
Kids that grew up with, we'd go to summer camp, there were Ron Harper jerseys. There were Tony Kukoc jerseys. It's just like, role players on that team were celebrities. Like I saw Tony Kukoc at a steakhouse, what was that then, 2 years ago in Skokie, and it was as if a visiting dignitary was there.
Do we have a mic outside?
In 2018, Tony Kukoc, at a steakhouse. It was like there's a buzz. Wow. It's just fun.
Yeah. Hey, is it raining there?
It's pouring.
You want me to answer my normal voice or my Batman voice?
Well, I like 10-year-old Gordon Voit, to tell you the truth. That voice there was pretty good.
Bob, the popsicle.
Yeah, there we go.
Bob.
What is she doing in there? The meatloaf.
Well, Gordon, our time's up, and Jim, he doesn't pay us overtime, and he's got his finger on the button.
Joe's got a shout out for you before we leave.
And
you guys rock. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah,
you're great friends.
Well, we enjoy when you call, and sorry we didn't guess who you were, but man, we're just not good at that game.
We're going to get better, though.
At all.
Especially when Lloyd makes references that have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Bravo, Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd's got way too much time on his hands. We gotta find this guy something to do. But Gordon, we'll talk to you down the road. Look forward to the championship game between the Lincoln Railers and the Lanphier Lions. I can vote until May 3rd, 11:59 p.m. Voting is cut off May 3rd, and the winner will be revealed May 4th. So may the 4th be with you.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, buddy.
See you, Gordon. Thanks.
We'll see you. All right. Before we go, Joe wants to throw some shout-outs here.
Well, I want to throw some shout-outs there. We inadvertently left out some guys' names that were on the all-area team when we talked about it a few weeks ago, and I talked with a few people, and I wanted to throw this out there again. We want this local information. We want kids' sports.
Absolutely.
We want to know this stuff. So don't be afraid to text it or email it to any of us.
Message us on Facebook,
get a hold of the station, Facebook, because
call.
I tell you, I'm not a guy that goes and gets on Raider Nation all the time and looks at stuff. I mean, every once in a while I look at it, but I don't go to Facebook and look for information.
The only thing you look at is stock market.
Stock market. I don't read papers. I mean, I don't know a lot of things.
And obituaries.
Hey, and that's honest. Whoa. So, help us with that stuff. Let us know it. And we didn't give a shout out to Tanner Stramp, who was the all-area boys bowler. He's a junior. He had games of 255, 224, and 223, and he finished with a 1260, 6-game pinfall. So he finished sixth among the individuals at the Jerseyville Regional. Man, that's pretty good bowling.
That's real good bowling.
And I know I believe he's the only participant from Lincoln High School. Hopefully that can grow and get some more kids involved, and maybe we get Tanner on here and talk sometime.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know we had a bowling team.
Well, you know what? I knew that Tanner had got involved and was doing it. I just didn't know that all had went on. And, we, like I said, there's a lot of things going on that we miss, and I'm talking about all levels, not just high school.
I do get on Railer Nation occasionally, and I didn't see that on there. Was it on Railer Nation?
It was on Railer Nation. That's what I was told. And like I say, I don't go to Railer Nation and look at stuff.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
Okay,
heck, I was looking for that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And then we had
congratulations, Tanner. That's a pretty big accomplishment.
I say, and then we had Trent area wrestlers. They were on there, and both of them went to state. We were always going to get them on after state, but I mean, we'd love to have you guys all. Well, we want to know all that.
I was going to say, parents, grandparents, whoever want to message in. I mean, you don't have to call in, but if you'd message us somehow or tweet us.
And some people feel like, Facebook. Hey, I don't want to do that because it looks like I'm trying to promote my son or my daughter. But yeah, well, you are. Send it to us.
We want that, because we really want to promote your son and daughter, grandson, granddaughter, whatever.
And if you ever listen to us, look how boring we are when we don't have anything to do.
And we don't know anything, so you got to feed us the information.
So give us that, Lloyd, you still on over there? Like, I don't tweet. They can tweet it to you.
He's got his mind on next week's who's on the phone.
Oh, I've got our guest for next week. Probably the next 2 weeks.
Where's the great places to send that to you so we get information? Are you personally is okay too? Send it right to our phones or whatever. But
they can, if they're on Twitter, they can tweet us at WLCN Sports. If they want to email, they can email us at news@WLCNsports.com.
Or any of us. I mean, you guys don't check your emails, do you? Scott.Kirby@WLCNsports.com. Lloyd.Kirby@WLCNsports.com. You can even text Lincoln at country something or another.
Yeah, just don't be afraid to get a hold of us and let us know that stuff, because it's not like we're leaving it out on purpose. We just
LincolnCountry@yahoo.com.
There you go.
So we'd like to have you all on.
And you can also call, I mean, Jim's on the air every morning at WLCN 96.3 FM, and, give him a call.
Yep, give him a call.
Yeah,
what's the number?
737-379. That's not it, is it?
No. 648-5510.
648-5510. 5510.
50-50-10.
And Jim Lancer in that professional voice.
And then he'll read you the lunch menu.
You are correct, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we went over, but that's all right because, we got some things out there. And as I had all the shout-outs.
That's the shout-outs I have for today.
Yeah, and congratulations to those kids.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We didn't mean to leave you out.
Absolutely not. We leave a lot of things out because we never have an agenda. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Hopefully the weather cooperates for us next week. We might be across the street at Four Corners. We were planning on being there today, but nobody wants to sit out in this. Boy, we need an ark right now, Joe.
Cow.
You're going to need a canoe to get home.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Great.
Jake, thanks for hosting us today. Thanks for the pastries, man. You hooked us up. He's got us. All right, thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln. For all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Grau Incorporated on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.